International funds for animal welfare. After researching this charity crazy and so many more things, today I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about what this charity does, not only for the animals, but for our welfare also. Biologists at the University of California say that nearly 50% of all the species on this earth are nearing each and every day the title of being considered endangered. It's been estimated that by the years 2020 to 2050, these species are going to be extinct. We'll never see these animals again, ever. So there's obviously a need for this charity. This charity, the main focus focuses on helping to protect these animals, because without half these animals, half of our natural world is gone. It's missing, and that alone is kind of disturbing to me. But this mass extinction also has a major effect on us. A study done by the University of New Hampshire, they were examining the complexity of food webs and ecosystems and how they intertwine with each other, and also the effect of extinctions. Here's an example to try to show you guys what a food web is. This is a basic, grasshopper eats grass, mouse eats a grasshopper, owl eats a mouse. Well, that's a food web, but that's more complex. But it even gets more complex than that. This study, they said a single extinction event can cause many secondary extinctions. Animals depend on animals, just like we depend on them. When a source of energy is gone, the species that depended on that is gone too. If they undergo extinction also. It's like a vicious cycle, and the cycle leads up to us. This study also stated that a species extinction causes loss of ecosystem functions, such as soil fertility, climate regulation, pest control, reduced food availability, medicine and genetic resources, and a negative effect on human culture and our value system. Every single one of these things affect us. Who likes bugs? And of course we need food. It even affects our medicine. Our vitamins, animals are a necessary part of our diet. So now I'm going to show you guys a little bit about this charity. This charity is very broad. It covers so many things, from education about conservation to autopsy of animals that have washed up on the oceans, on the beaches dead, to kind of understand a little bit more about these animals. But they also do many projects to help the animals. So today I'm going to focus on two of their efforts for seals and tigers. First, the tigers. The tiger population has plummeted by 97% in the last 100 years. There's only 3,000 tigers left. 3,000! Tigers play a giant role in the food web too. They're the top of the food chain. They play the biggest role, probably. So a few of the efforts that the charity has done is that in 2006 they opened 2 national parks in Russia to help protect these tigers in their natural habitat and keep the poachers out. They've also trained thousands of rangers that kind of play a role to stop these poachers in action and killing these tigers off. And they rescue tiger cubs that have been orphaned because the poachers were injured, and with the goal to release them back in the wild. It's popular. So these tigers, I consider them so beautiful. I don't know. That's their future. That's what they get to look forward to. So now I'm going to talk about seals. Seals are already facing hardships because of things like global warming. Seals need to find solid ice to give birth because their pups can't swim the first month or two of their life. Well, with global warming, the waters are warming, and the solid ice is harder and harder to find. In 2007, nearly 100% of the pups died because of no stable ice in the southern Gulf. And on top of this, they have commercial hunts for seal pups. Canada is one of the top places with these hunts. A scientific website that studied the heart seals stated that when heart seals eat, they return massive amounts of nutrients in the form of fecal matter. This feeds the plankton, which feeds the fish, which in turn feed the seals. And the seals, in turn, feed things like killer whales and sharks. It's a big cycle. So the removal of this nutrient base would be critical to the health of the plankton and of the fish populations. And who else eats fish? We do! So this website also had an analogy about comparing the seal to the ocean to trees in the forest. The forest give the soil and make it fertile. And they get organic compounds to grow more trees and feed that tree. Same with the seals, So when you cut out these trees in this forest, the forest becomes a desert wasteland. There's nothing there. It's the same with the ocean. You cut out these seals, and the ocean's empty. to wasteland. So, some of the things that this charity does for these seals, the charity was actually founded off of these seal hunts in 1969. So, the things that it's done to help this is it's helped hunters in Russia expand the hunt of seal pups under the age of 1, which saves approximately 3,000 seals each year. They've also helped stop fur trade, which the United States is what we, for the most part, ban fur trade. And they've helped decrease, each year, Canada sets a cap about how many seals they're going to kill. And they've helped decrease that cap each and every year. So this little baby, this is about a couple weeks old. In a couple weeks, it's going to molt off its birth, and that's its future. So I want you guys to imagine something with me. If this charity didn't exist, then Algie mentioned earlier that, if you take all the seals out, the ocean would be deserted. Can you imagine that? I want you to picture that. Imagine an ocean, just nothing. Nothing in the ocean. Absolutely nothing. Can you picture that? It's insane. And without the tigers. Like I said, tigers are the top of the food chain. All the animals that they prey on would become excessive because they have nothing to keep them balanced. So then they would devastate their food source. So the deers, which is what the tiger prey on, would devastate like in the grasslands, which is what they prey on. And then that would cause the smaller animals and insects to move inland to farms because their habitat's been destroyed. It's been devastated. So they move inland to farms eating our vegetation that's going to become our food. This causes the soil to become infertile. It's insane. It's a big process. One tiger population causes so much death. It affects us. It's a problem. So now you guys know why every single species in existence matters. Not only for that animal, but for us, for you guys, it matters. And this charity helps. International Fund for Animal Welfare, it helps keep these animals alive so that we can stay alive. I want to leave you guys with one last fact. I know that almost every one of you guys, when you were little kids, you loved going to places like the zoo, or SeaWorld, or even the ocean, or your backyard. Because there's something about wildlife, the animals in their habitat, that chances us. It's so fascinating to watch. Over 13 million people pay each year to go to places like whale watching boats, just to see a dolphin jump, because it's fascinating to us. It truly is. Well, our children and our grandchildren, they won't have that luxury that we have. We won't be able to take them out in the ocean